बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम।
शुरू अल्लाह के नाम से जो रहमान और रहीम है।
इक़रा बिस्मि रब्बिकल्लज़ी खलक़।
पढ़ो ए नबी अपने रब के नाम के साथ जिसने पैदा किया।
खलक़ल इंसान मिन अलक़।
जमे हुए खून के एक लोथड़े से इंसान की तख्लीक की।
इक़रा व रब्बुकल अकरम।
पढ़ो और तुम्हारा रब बड़ा करीम है।
अल्लज़ी अल्लम बिल क़लम।
जिसने कलम के जरिए से इल्म सिखाया।
अल्लमल इंसान मा लम यअलम।
इंसान को वो इल्म दिया जिसे वो न जानता था।
Assalamu alaikum. We start our class with the name of Allah, who is the most beneficent and most merciful. This is class 4 and the period is English language teaching ELT, and I'm your ELT teacher. This is our fourth video, and in this video we will study the stuff for week number 5. Before starting the today's class video, let's have a small recap of our previous video, video number 3. What we learned or what we studied in our previous video. Well, in our previous video we had studied or learned about the present participle. And what is present participle? Let's revise it again so it will fresh in your memory. In our previous classes we had studied about present participle. Yes, what is present participle? I told you about the present participle. I told you that it is a verb and it made from when we add ing into the end of the base form of the word, and it function as an adjective. ठीक है ना। present participle आपके पास क्या होता है कि एक verb होता है, लेकिन when we add ing into it and that after adding the ing, that word give the a verb or function as the adjective. It's called the present participle. For example, the singing bird. Look at the example of present participle. Present participle is a verb adjective. Present participle आपके पास क्या है? verb adjective है and it function as a adjective, और ये आपके पास function करता है adjective के तौर पे काम करता है. And present, and how we form present participle? When we add ing at the end of the base form of the word, we made a present participle. And here is the example, the singing bird. In this example, this is a present participle, and as you can see, the present participle is made from the verb, and we add sing is a verb and I add ing into it, it become present participle. And in this sentence, if you read this sentence, the word singing gives a quality, telling you the quality of the word, which bird? A singing bird. So we can say the present participle function as a verb adjective. So this was our previous class recap. Now come to the today's class, what we learned in our today's class. So come to the today's class topic. Well, today's class topics are present continuous tense, present continuous or progressive tense. Today we study or learn about the tenses present continuous, or you can say present progressive. Progressive and continuous both the same name of one sentence. Then we apply this sentence into the three type of sentences. Number one is affirmative, negative and interrogative. And in our oral portion today we have presentation. ठीक है ना। These are our today's class topic. So let's start the class. Today we study or we will learn about the continuous or progressive tense, present progressive tense. But before coming to the progressive tense, we should know what is a tense. Although we have studied about what is a tense in our previous term, in our previous video of midterm, but let's revise it again. So it will again refresh in your memory. What is a tense? Tense, a word-based method that used to indicate time. टेंस आपके पास क्या होता है? एक वर्ब होता है. वर्ब मीन्स एनी एक्शन और एनी टाइम. ठीक है ना, जो आपको शो करता है किसी भी टाइम को, किसी भी काम के टाइम को. एंड समटाइम्स द कंटिन्यूशन और कंप्लीटनेस ऑफ एन एक्शन. ना सिर्फ ये आपको किसी काम के बारे में बताता है, बल्कि वो काम कब कंप्लीट हुआ या फिर वो कंटिन्यू है, ऑन गोइंग प्रोसेस में है, आपको एक टेंस ये भी बताता है ऑफ एन एक्शन और स्टेट इन रिलेशन टू द टाइम. Basically, tense, a word tense is come from the little word टाइम, टेंस आपको क्या करता है, टाइम के बारे में बताता है विद द हेल्प ऑफ द वर्ब, वर्ब की कंडीशन से. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई एम टीचिंग यू, आई वॉज टीचिंग यू, आई विल बी टीचिंग यू, आई टुक टी, आई टेक टी, or I will take tea. In this method, in these sentences, we don't know कि which tense is identify the tense. So the tense is tell you कि आपने कौन सा काम कब किया था. तो टेंस डिफरेंशिएट योर वर्क अकॉर्डिंग टू द टाइम. टाइम के बाद आपको टाइम के बारे में आपको टेंस बताता है. सो और यू कैन से अ टेंस shows an action or an event and how far that action was completed. और टेंस आपको ये बताता है कि कौन सा काम या कौन सा वर्क कब स्टार्ट हुआ, कब कंप्लीट हुआ, और वो कब कंप्लीट हुआ, कब कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ, या फिर वो ऑनगोइंग प्रोसेस में है. सो ऑल दिस इंफॉर्मेशन वी गेट फ्रॉम द टेंसेस. बाय लर्निंग द टेंसेस वी ऑल गेट दिस इंफॉर्मेशन. नाउ कम टू, आई होप यू हैव गॉट दिस व्हाट इज टेंस. नाउ कम टू द टाइप ऑफ टेंसेस. टाइप और काइंड ऑफ टेंसेस. Type of tenses. Well, there are three main type of tenses: present, past, and future. Yes, number one is present tense. Number two is past tense, and number third is future. Future tense. What is a present? What is our present means? Present means the time which is going on. जो टाइम अभी चल रहा है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, राइट नाउ आई एम टीचिंग यू. जैसे कि अभी मैं आपको पढ़ा रही हूँ. यू आर वॉचिंग दिस वीडियो. आप इस वीडियो को देख रहे हैं. तो दिस इज कॉल्ड प्रेजेंट टाइम. वट एवर वर्क वी आर डूइंग राइट नाउ, जो भी काम अभी कर रहे हैं हम, उसे हम प्रेजेंट यानी कि आज का काम कहते हैं, आज का टेंस. Then number second type of the present tense is past tense. Past time, whatever we did tomorrow, जो भी कुछ हमने कल किया था, और you can say the time which had gone, जो टाइम आपके पास जा चुका है. For example, आप you have watched this video yesterday, आपने ये वीडियो कल देखी थी. ऐसे काम जो आप कल कर चुके हैं वो आपके पास past tense कहलाता है. Now number third is future tense. The future means the work the time which will come. ऐसा वक्त जो आने वाला है, it is called the future tense. For example, I will teach you in school. मैं आपको पढ़ाऊंगी स्कूल में. इंशाल्लाह when the school will open, I will also teach you in school. कि जब स्कूल ओपन हो जाएंगे मैं आपको पढ़ाऊंगी. So this is the future tense. So I hope you have got this, what is present, past and future tense. But always remember these tense further divided into the 4 subtypes. हर टेंस जो आपके पास है वो फर्दर 4 पार्ट्स में डिवाइड है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, नंबर 1 इज इंडेफिनिट. इंडेफिनिट, कंटिन्यूस और प्रोग्रेसिव. देन परफेक्ट और perfect, continuous और progressive. Yes. In these 4 parts, every tense is divided into these 4 parts. Number 1 is indefinite, number 2 is continuous or progressive, number 3 is perfect, and the 4th one is perfect continuous or perfect progressive tense. So we have present indefinite tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, and present continuous tense. In the same way, the past tense also divided into the 4 major parts. Number 1 is indefinite, present, past indefinite, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. And the third one, future, is also has some 4 types. Number 1 is future indefinite, future continuous, future perfect, and future continuous or future progressive tense. So, what is the indefinite? Indefinite means a simple tense. It is used for our daily habit when we are stating something. जब हम किसी चीज़ के बारे में बात करते हैं, for example, मैंने काम किया, या फिर मैं काम करती हूँ, I do work, like this. कंटिन्यूअस मीन कंटिन्यूअस टेंस शो द ऑन गोइंग प्रोसेस, कंटिन्यूअस या प्रोग्रेसिव टेंस आपको किसी ऑन गोइंग प्रोसेस के बारे में बताते हैं कि ये काम चल रहा है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई एम टीचिंग यू, ये आपके पास प्रोग्रेस में है, अभी ये काम खत्म नहीं हुआ है, ठीक है ना। परफेक्ट टेंस आपको बताते हैं, परफेक्ट टेंस टेल्स यू द फिनिश एक्शन, इट टेल्स यू द फिनिश एक्शन कि बिल्कुल काम जब खत्म हो चुका होता है उसको बताते हैं, ये आपको फिनिश एक्शन के बारे में बताते हैं। और फ्यूचर का परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूअस आपको इवन कि इनमें आपको टाइम भी शो होता है और ये भी आपको कंप्लीटेड एक्शन के बारे में बताते हैं। इन अवर प्रीवियस टर्म मिड टर्म वी हैव स्टडीड अबाउट द प्रेजेंट complete indefinite tenses, present indefinite, past indefinite and future indefinite, and apply these tenses into the three type of sentences, affirmative, negative and interrogative. Okay, so in this term we will start the tenses with continuous or progressive. Okay, so come to the now. Yes, in our previous term we had studied about the indefinite tense, completely past indefinite, future indefinite and present indefinite. But in this term, in this final term, we will study about the complete continuous tenses. We will study present continuous, past continuous and future continuous. So today's class, in today's class, we will only study about the present continuous. In our coming classes, we will study about the future and past as well. So come to the present continuous. Continuous, or you can say the second word is also used for this tense, is called progressive. P-R-O-G-E. Yes, progressive. So when we say present continuous, it means present progressive. Present progressive means present continuous. What is the meaning of continuous or progressive? Continuous, as you can see, the word show continue. Continue का मतलब जो चीज जारी है, it's not finished, जो कि खत्म नहीं हुई है, a action that is ongoing या फिर a continue है, ठीक है ना। Continue means ongoing, not finished. Not finished or ongoing. What is a present? Present means now, अभी। The time which is going on, जो टाइम अभी चल रहा है उसे हम present कहते हैं, and continuous means ongoing or not finished action. So the present continuous tense is show the ongoing process, or we can say we use this tense to talk about the things which are happening now. हम इस tense को use करते हैं उन चीज़ों को brief करने के लिए which are happening now, जो कि अभी हो रही हैं. For example, I am teaching you, I am showing you the paper, I am speaking, मैं अभी ये सब बोल रही हूँ, I didn't finish anything, मैंने अभी में से किसी भी एक्शन को वर्क को कंप्लीट नहीं किया है. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड अ कंटिन्यूअस एक्शन, प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूअस, बिकॉज आई एम हियर एट द टाइम प्रेजेंट. सो आई एम टॉकिंग राइट नाउ, मैं अभी बोल रही हूँ. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूअस टेंस. Okay, I hope you have got this. What is present continuous tense? Now let's see what is the identification. As you know, okay, in English grammar there are lots of tenses. For example, I am making food, I make food, or I made food, I will make food. How do you identify which sentence is belong from which category? आप कैसे identify करेंगे कि कौन सा टेंस कौन सी कैटेगरी से belong करता है? So for this the identification is very important. Identification बहुत ज़रूरी है. तो what is the identification of present progressive tense in Urdu and in English? Identification, we are learning the tenses into two languages, in English and in Urdu as well. हम जो tenses पढ़ रहे हैं वो आपको two languages के बेस पे पढ़ रहे हैं, उर्दू में भी और इंग्लिश में भी. तो we should know the identification in both languages. Okay, in English or in Urdu. In English, In English we identify this tense with the help of the helping verb or be verb. हम इस tense को English में be verb की help से इसको find करते हैं, इसको पहचानते हैं, identify करते हैं. For example, the helping verb or you can say be verb or helping verb. Helping verb and be verb is an are plus. Okay, this is a helping verb of present continuous tense is am are. This is the helping verb, but how we identify the main verb in this tense? हमें main verb भी बताना है. तो what is the identification of main verb in present continuous tense is first form. V1 means first form of the verb plus ing. If the sentence have helping verb is am are, anyone you can see अगर किसी sentence में helping verb is am are हो and then we have a first form of the verb with ing form, it means the sentence is belong from the present continuous category. इसका मतलब है कि present continuous से वो belong करता है. Now come into the उर्दू में present continuous how we say मैं पढ़ा रही हूँ. प्रेजेंट की मिसाल आपके पास होती है जो काम आप अभी कर रहे हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई एम टीचिंग यू, ठीक है ना. तो इसकी आपके पास इंग्लिश में क्या होगी? रहा है, वो खेल रहा है, रही है, वो खेल रही है, रहे हैं, प्लूरल खेल रहे हैं, रहा है, रही है, रहे हैं, वगैरह वगैरह वगैरह. In this Urdu, रहा shows the continuous action. रहा आपके पास शो करता है किसी भी ongoing process को. मैं काम कर रही हूँ. It means कि I didn't say कि my work is finished. मेरा work finished नहीं है बल्कि I am still doing my work. बल्कि मैं अभी तक अपना काम कर रही हूँ. तो in Urdu, verb रहा indicate the continuous action. It show the continuous action. और है यानी कि अभी प्रेजेंट को शो करता है. रही, हूँ, रहा, है. It shows the present. So this is the identification of present continuous tense in both languages, in English and in Urdu. In English it is am are plus a verb based on the verb with ing. In these sentences, although we have already studied about we add verb की first form with ing to make gerund. We make present participle with the helping when we add ing into the base form of the verb. But it is very different from the present participle and from the gerund. Why? Because I told you whenever we say that the verb is a main verb, is a function as a noun or adjective, we have to examine carefully. हमें examine करने carefully how the verb is using in that sentence. आपके पास वो कैसे use हुआ है. If the verb with the form with ing gives you the use as a noun, अगर noun की जगह पे use हुआ, it means that is not action verb, it is used as gerund. But if the word is based on the verb when we add ing into it and that word is function as adjective, it means that is not a verb, it is a verb adjective जो आपके पास action को show नहीं करते. Present participle and gerund didn't show any action, आपके पास किसी action को show नहीं करते हैं. But in this form verb की first form plus ing shows an action, आपके पास action को show करते हैं. So don't confuse in this. Now this is the identification. Okay, now come to the sentence. What is a sentence? Well, sentence is a group of a word that we put together to express a thought, जिसको हम group मुख्तलिफ words को आपस में मिलाते हैं अपनी बात का इजहार करने के लिए. So the every sentence has a three main part: subject, object and the verb. And sentence should be और sentence आपके पास three type के हो सकते हैं: affirmative, negative and interrogative. So let's start the structure making and sentence making of present continuous. First start with the affirmative. I hope you have got this. Before come to the structure making, you should know where we use the helping verb. Okay. First, the helping verb of this sentence is, am, and, I. I told you कि present continuous in the present continuous we use three helping verb is and are in complete continuous present continuous tense. But there is a question where we use is with we use am and are. हमें किसके साथ is use करना है, किसके साथ am और किसके साथ are. We should note this. So this is a note. Okay. So the sentence always has the three main components. Sentence has three main components: subject plus verb and plus object. Subject means doer of any action, verb means action, and object receiver of that option. ठीक है ना? So where we use is and where we use am and where we use are. It depends. The using of helping verb is and are depend on the subject condition. ये आपके पास depend करता है subject की condition पे. We apply this according to the subject. Giving subject हम subject के according करते हैं. For example, we use is only with third person singular. When we are talking about the third person, for example, that girl is looking good. Sarah made delicious food. जब हम किसी दूसरे के बारे में third person के बारे में बात करते हैं like this, तो we use is. For example, he, she, it or any singular subject. We use is with he, she, it or any singular subject, or you can say any singular noun. Subject always should be in a noun form or in a pronoun form. Subject हमेशा आपके पास या तो noun होगा या फिर आपके पास pronoun होगा. That's why I use word singular noun. जब हम किसी एक के बारे में बात करेंगे, then we are use is. For example, Sarah is cooking food. So the word Sarah is a singular name. Whenever we are taking the singular name, we use is and we use is with the he, she, it as well. Now come to the am. If is used with the singular noun, then obviously no am. Then are. Come to the are. Then are is used with the plural subject. are हम use करेंगे plural subject के साथ. For example, they, you, they, you, or you can say any plural noun. Plural. And am we use am with I. हम use करेंगे am को I के साथ. So this is a very important thing to be remembered when you are working on the present continuous tense. When you use helping verb is am are. We use is with the singular person and third person singular and the singular subject. We use am only with I am. We never say I is or I are. We always use am with I and then are. We use I with the plural subject like they, you, them. ठीक है ना? इनके साथ हम इनको यूज करते हैं और प्लूरल सब्जेक्ट के साथ. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, चिल्ड्रन आर प्लेइंग. चिल्ड्रन इज अ प्लूरल फॉर्म एंड चाइल्ड इज अ सिंगुलर फॉर्म. चाइल्ड आपके पास सिंगुलर है और प्लूरल आपके पास चिल्ड्रन आपके पास प्लूरल है. सो दिस इज द note, you have to remember it. Now come to the present continuous progressive tense. Apply this tense into affirmative sentence. Affirmative. What is affirmative? Affirmative means a simple and positive statement, or in Urdu, इकरारिया जुमले. Affirmative means ऐसे statement in that sentences you given a statement. आप सिर्फ एक बता रहे होते हो, जैसे मैं पढ़ा रही हूँ, मैं आपको बता रही हूँ, मैं बोल रही हूँ, और in Urdu इकरारिया जुमले जिसमें आप किसी बात के बारे में इकरार करते हो. So this is the affirmative sentence. Now structure. Now come to the structure or formula. When we are making a sentence, the structure is very important. How do we know कि how we form a sentence? हमें कैसे पता चलेगा कि हमें उस sentence को कैसे form करना है? तो structure help us a lot in making the sentences, in making the sentence. तो structure हमें help करता है, हमें बताता है कि हमें उस जुमले को कैसे बताना है. तो structure is very important. So come to the structure. Yes, a structure of present continuous progressive affirmative. Always remember the subject has three main components: subject plus verb and plus object. But when we are continuous tenses, when we are making continuous tense, it means we use helping verb and with the form of the verb, before the verb. Helping verb always used before the verb, and the verb, it is very important in this sentence because the verb is tell you the sentence belong from which category which time, because verb की help से हमें पता चलता है कि वो sentence कौन सी category से और कौन से time से belong करता है. So the structure is, always remember, affirmative structure always start with the subject. Subject plus after the subject we use always helping verb. We use helping verb, and what are the helping verb? Present progressive is and are. Is and are. After the helping verb we use main verb, and in continuous tenses we use base form of the verb or first form of verb. So it's mean first form of the verb, and I tell you कि in continuous tenses we use base form of the verb with ing. हम क्या use करते हैं base form के साथ ing and at the end object. So this is the structure of present continuous affirmative. Subject, helping verb is and are, verb की first form plus ing and object. Now construct a sentence according to this structure. अब एक sentence बनाते हैं इस structure के मुताबिक. Subject. We'll take a singular subject, Ali. Ali is a subject. Okay, now come to the helping verb. If I'm saying कि if the subject is singular, we use which helping verb? Is, am or are? We use is with a singular. Ali is. Now come to the verb, play. Play is the base form of the verb, and we add ing into the base form of the verb when we are making continuous tenses. So play become, when we add ing into it, the word play become play. Then object. Ali playing what? Ali playing cricket. Ali is playing cricket. So this is how you will also form the sentence according to this structure. Now Ali is subject. Is helping verb, playing is the base form of the verb plus ing, and cricket is object. Okay, now come to the or how we translate this sentence into Urdu. अब हमें इस sentence को उर्दू में हम कैसे translate करेंगे? Come to the Urdu translation of this sentence. Ali is playing cricket. Ali name of a subject. Playing means खेलना. क्या खेल रहा है? Cricket खेल रहा है. And is or ing tell you that the work is ongoing condition कि अली क्रिकेट खेल रहा है. अली प्लेड क्रिकेट. अली ने क्रिकेट नहीं खेला था या फिर अली क्रिकेट अभी खेल रहा है, ऑनगोइंग प्रोसेस है. तो अली क्रिकेट खेल रहा है. In this sentence in Urdu, Ali is subject, cricket is a object, खेल रहा means present continuous. ठीक है ना? रहा शो रहा वर्ड रहा इन उर्दू शोज द कंटिन्यूस एक्शन. उर्दू में वर्ड रहा कंटिन्यूस एक्शन को शो करते हैं, एंड हे इज अ प्रेजेंट. हे शो करता है प्रेजेंट को. अली क्रिकेट खेल रहा है. ओके, नाउ कम विद अ प्लूरल. We convert this subject into the plural form. How we? Okay, Ali is a singular subject, so children. Children is a plural form, so when we use when the subject is plural, which helping verb we use is and are, we use are, because are used always with the plural form. Children are studying. Children are making noise. Making नॉइज, चिल्ड्रन आर मेकिंग नॉइज, बच्चे शोर मचा रहे हैं। इन दिस सेंटेंस वर्ड चिल्ड्रन इज सब्जेक्ट, इफ द सब्जेक्ट इज प्लूरल वी यूज हेल्पिंग वर्ब आर। अगर सब्जेक्ट प्लूरल है हम आर यूज करेंगे, दिस इज द हेल्पिंग वर्ब। मेकिंग इज द मेन वर्ब एंड नॉइज इज अ ऑब्जेक्ट। इन उर्दू बच्चे शोर मचा रहे हैं, बच्चे शोर कर रहे हैं। ओके, नाउ कम टू द एंड. I don't have enough space, so I don't have enough space, that's why I erased this portion. Now what is the remaining? M. We use M with the M subject when we are talking about ourselves. Okay, we use helping verb M. जब भी हम अपने बारे में बात करके खुद को कोट करते हैं, we use helping verb M in that sentences. For example, I means मैं. Which are helping verb we use with the I? We use M with I. I am teaching you. I am teaching you, मैं आपको पढ़ा रही हूँ. In this sentence, word I represent me or subject. So, if the subject is I, we always use an helping verb in that sentence. Am is a helping verb, teaching is a verb plus ing, and you is object. I am teaching you, मैं आपको पढ़ा रही हूँ. I hope you have got this, how we apply present continuous in affirmative sentences. Now come to the second one, or negative, how we make present continuous negative sentences. First we should know what is negative means. Negative in Urdu you can say मनफी जुमले, ये जिसमें इनकारिया जुमले, जिसमें आप किसी से इनकार करते हो, negative. Negative sentence are those sentences in which you deny something. ऐसे sentences जिसमें आप किसी चीज से मना करते हो. मैं पढ़ा नहीं रही हूँ, मैं खाना नहीं खा रही हूँ, बच्चे स्कूल नहीं जा रहे हैं, आप सबक नहीं याद कर रहे हो. You are not learning your lesson. I am not teaching you. I am not baking cake. So those sentences are called negative sentences जिसमें आप किसी चीज से deny करो. How we form negative sentences, present continuous negative sentences? Always remember, negative sentence always start with the subject, and after the subject we always use helping verb. And what are the present continuous helping verb? Is and are. After the helping verb in negative sentences, we don't put a verb. Before the verb we put not there. हम उसके be verb के बाद हम वहां पे main verb put नहीं करेंगे, बल्कि वहां पे not लगाएंगे. Not, it is the identification that the sentence is a negative sentence. Not आपको show करता है कि जो sentence आपके पास है वो इनकारिया जुमला है. Okay, after the helping verb we add not, and after the not we add verb की first form plus ing, and at the end the object. Now come to the structure our sentence, how we make our sentence according to this structure. The structure subject helping verb is an are plus not plus verb की first form plus ing plus object. Okay, this is the subject, and with I we use and after the helping verb we use not. I am not verb, I am not watch. After the verb we add ing into the base form of the verb, ing, and then object. I am not watching TV. Okay, I am not watching TV. This is how you will construct the present continuous negative sentence. In this sentence, I is a subject, am is a helping verb, as you can see here. Not indicate the sentence is a negative sentence. Negative sentence है ये आपके पास, and verb की first form plus ing, and TV is object. I am not watching TV in Urdu, मैं टीवी नहीं देख रही हूँ. I means मैं क्या नहीं कर रही हूँ, मैं टीवी, दिस इज द ऑब्जेक्ट, टीवी नहीं देख रही हूँ. I am not watching TV, मैं टीवी नहीं देख रही हूँ. This is how you will translate the sentence in Urdu. Now come to the more examples. For example, word day. Day. Yes. If the subject is they, which helping word we use? Is am or are? Obviously we use I. They are not, then helping word learning. They are not learning, वो नहीं पढ़ रहे हैं. It's not necessary that you always have an object in the sentence. आपके पास necessary नहीं है, because we have already studied about the transitive and intransitive verb. Okay, they are not learning. They is a subject, are is a helping word, not is indicate the sentence belongs from the negative sentence, negative sentences. And learning क्या है आपके पास, verb की first form plus ing. They are not learning, वो पढ़ नहीं रहे हैं या वो याद नहीं कर रहे हैं. So this is how you will also make the sentences by applying this structure at your home. Okay, now come forward to our third sentence is a interrogative. How we form a present continuous interrogative sentence. First we should know what is the meaning of word interrogative and what kind of interrogative sentences are. When we are asking something or want any information, it is called इंटेरोगेटिव सेंटेंसेस. जब हम किसी से कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन चाहते हैं या फिर इन उर्दू यू कैन से इस्तिफामिया जुमले. फॉर एग्जांपल व्हाट आर यू डूइंग, आप क्या कर रहे हो, ठीक है ना, इसे हम इंटेरोगेटिव सेंटेंस कहते हैं. नाउ कम टू द स्ट्रक्चर. ऑलवेज रिमेंबर कि इंटेरोगेटिव सेंटेंसेस ऑलवेज स्टार्ट विद द हेल्पिंग वर्ड. व्हाट इज द हेल्पिंग वर्ड? इज, एम, आर. After the helping word we use subject, there is a subject, after the subject verb, and after the verb there is a ing and object. And always remember interrogative sentences ends in question mark. Question mark के ऊपर interrogative sentences end होते हैं, चाहे वो उर्दू में हो या इंग्लिश में. So this is the structure. Now form a sentence according to this structure. अब हम इस structure के ऊपर करेंगे, ठीक है ना. For example, sheep. No. Yes. What is the structure? The structure is start with the helping word. You can choose any helping word from this. For example, is. If you are using helping word, it's mean the subject will be he, she, it or any singular noun. तो subject आपके पास क्या होना चाहिए? he, she, it में या पे किसी भी singular noun में, ठीक है ना. Is she baking? After the subject verb and ing, baking a cake. At the end of the sentence is question mark. Is she baking a cake? क्या वो केक बना रही है, बेक कर रही है? In this sentence is helping word, she subject, verb की first form plus ing, cake object, and it is a question mark. Question mark. Is she baking a cake? क्या वो केक बना रही है? In Urdu, interrogative sentence start with the क्या वो केक बना रही है. Okay, come to the next example is, now take another helping word. It is done, or you can say are. After the are, you should know we always use the plural form. We can say are, they, you and we. So let's take we. The helping verb is are, we, eating, are, food. Are we eating a food? क्या हम खाना खा रहे हैं? क्या हम खाना खा रहे हैं? And at the end of the sentence we always put a question mark. क्या हम खाना खा रहे हैं? So this is the present continuous tense. I hope you have got this, how to make the present continuous tense with the we always make the sentence by the help of the structure, and always remember when we are making the present continuous tense always use is am or are the present continuous helping verb, and with one we use he, she, I, is, am, are. ये आपको याद होना चाहिए कि किसके साथ हमें is यूज करना है, और am और are. So this so that's it. This is for our grammar portion. Grammar portion का काम यहाँ तक था. Now come to the our next portion is English language portion. Well, so as you know that our subject is divided into the two parts. Number one is for grammar, and the second one is for oral learning, for your oral speaking. For our oral speaking, we have different kind of activities. For example, oral question answer, different conversation, talk in pair, and a presentation as well. So today we have a presentation. So in oral portion today we have presentation. Presentation on two topics. Number one is Iqbal Day. Iqbal Day, and the second topic is Eid Miladun Nabi. Yes, why we have a presentation in our syllabus? Well, presentation is very important when you are learning any language, because presentation gives you the confidence to speak English in crowd fluently, and not only give you the confidence but it also give you the knowledge and information, because when you are preparing any topic for the presentation you will gather the information of about that particular topic. So presentation always also increase your knowledge. ठीक है ना? Today is Iqbal Day and Eid Miladun Nabi. Iqbal Day is a very important topic for presentation. I've given you the word of two topic, Iqbal Day and Eid Miladun Nabi. So always remember when you are giving the presentation, your body language, your eye contact, or your voice of tone is very important. So it's not like you are reading anything. It's your body posture is also very important when you are giving the presentation. So you will practice the presentation in front of the mirror. I am reading the presentation topic which is included in your syllabus, Eid Miladun Nabi and Allama Iqbal or Iqbal Day. Yes, our first presentation topic is Iqbal Day or Allama Iqbal. As you know, Allama Iqbal is a very famous poet, and he is the one who gave the vision of separated nation of Indo-Pak Muslim. ठीक है ना? So it is a very important topic. So I am reading the presentation. Iqbal Day. Topic number one, Iqbal Day. Iqbal Day is celebrated all over the country on 9 November. We pay our great tribute to Allama Muhammad Iqbal, who is the poet of the East and a great philosopher. He was the one who envisioned the idea of the separate homeland from Muslim. As a result of his vision and struggle, we have this country today. On this occasion, great celebrations are witnessed all over the country. Change of guard, ceremony held at the museum, all institutions pay tribute to him. In schools and other educational institutes, students prepare speeches and recite his poetry. It is one of the significant celebration of our country, and it is celebrated with great zeal. Now come to the second topic, Eid Miladun Nabi. Well, Eid Miladun Nabi is celebrated on 12th Rabiul Awwal, the third Islamic month. It is a great religious festival that is celebrated across the country and Muslim Ummah. On this day, our beloved Prophet Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him, came in the world. On this occasion, special arrangements are done. Road, street and buildings are decorated and illuminated. Many mahfil milad are arranged. We should celebrate this day with great zeal and recite Durood as much as we can. We should also follow the teaching and sunnah of our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him, in daily life. So you will memorize this. Yes, you will memorize those presentation and give that presentation in front of mirror, in front of your sibling or your parents. So that's it for today's class. Now come to the last topic or last thing, and that is our homework. Now take out your diary and note down the homework of week number 5, video number 4. The date is 14 to 19 December, day Monday to Saturday, and the period is English language ELT. Well, in this class we have studied or learned about the present continuous tense or presentation. So obviously I am also give you the diary about regarding these two topics. Your homework, first homework is make 2 sentences of present continuous, affirmative, negative and interrogative. With Urdu translation. Yes, this is your grammar portion diary. Make 2 sentences of present continuous, affirmative, negative and interrogative. आपने present continuous के दो सेंटेंस बना लिए, एक affirmative के, 2 affirmative के, 2 negative के and 2 interrogative के, and after making those sentences you will translate those sentences into Urdu as well. आपने उसको उर्दू में भी translate करने हैं. And the second diary is our language portion. In our language portion we have presentation. So I am giving the task regarding this. Make a presentation on topic winter season. Make a presentation on topic winter season. As you know, the winter season is going on, so you will write a presentation on this topic. So that's it for today's class. I hope you have got this. If you have any problem, watch this video again and again so that your problem can be resolved. We will meet in our next video. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.